Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video in honor of Sickle Cell Awareness Month. So September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month and I wanted to come and make a video in honor of Sickle Cell. So I've been very busy with school and I've also been very sick, so I haven't been able to really post as much as I wanted to for Sickle Cell Awareness Month, but I'm going to do my very best to get this video out in honor of this Sickle Cell Awareness Month. So I'm going to talk about kind of an update of my sickle cell and, just kind of update you guys on how my sickle cell is affecting me. If you don't know, sickle cell is an inherited blood disorder that affects your red blood cells, and so what happens is your red blood cells become misshapen or they break down because of the sickling shape. It basically looks exactly the same as a crescent moon. So if you look at the moon, sometimes it looks like this, and they cling to each other, causing blockages, and that can cause a lot of issues in the human body, such as stroke, pain, acute chest syndrome, infections, and so on and so forth. So this video is going to focus on basically my sickle cell update and how I'm doing and how I'm handling things. So around maybe April, my sickle cell has really been out of control. I've been in a lot of pain on a daily basis, and it's very hard to be in so much pain on a daily basis and have a life to attend to. This semester I decided to take more units in school, so I'm taking 16 units. The maximum units allowed at my school is 17. If you want to do more than 17, you have to go and talk to the dean, but I'm taking almost the maximum amount of units possible at our school, and that is going to be a very stressful school semester on me. So since April, I've been feeling very sick, and so my doctor decided that he had a family emergency and he needed to quit. So we've been waiting for a new doctor basically since April, and I finally was able to meet my new doctor in August. So April, May, June, July, those were 4 months that I was without a doctor. In June I went and I saw a different doctor that was kind of covering for my new doctor until she arrived, and so he was able to give me my pain medications and he scheduled some IV and stuff like that. But I've been basically since April at home trying to manage sickle cell the best way that I know I can, by getting enough rest, eating properly, and sleeping and resting. And I like to reach out to my family and tell them if I'm not feeling well, or I like to have that communication open, because sickle cell is not something that will just go away. You can put a band-aid and okay, you're gonna be fine the next week. It's a chronic illness almost, and you're gonna be out of pain quite often, and you really need your family and friends around you to support you. So in August I was hospitalized. I decided to, I couldn't take it anymore. I was frustrated that I was in so much pain, and I felt the worst I had ever felt in a couple of years. So I decided I really need to go to either the hospital or go see a doctor, most importantly. So I went, and I really didn't want to be hospitalized because it was the last couple of weeks of my summer vacation and I just wanted to relax and enjoy them. Since I had been pretty sick almost all summer, I just wanted to have some fun and go to the beach and do things that I enjoy. I really didn't want to go to the hospital. So I went to urgent care, and in our urgent care they can give you IV and pain medication. So as soon as I even stepped foot into where they were going to put me, it's like They had a bed for me. So as soon as I started laying down on the bed, I was just in so much pain. I almost started crying because of how bad the pain was. And so the doctor came and saw me almost immediately, and he decided to give me IV, and he gave me pain medicine, IV pain medicine. Totally forgot the name of the IV pain medicine that they give me, but if I remember, I'll put it on the screen. And anyways, the doctor immediately administered the pain medicine and IV, and even with a pretty high dose of pain medicine, I was still in a lot of pain. The doctor came in and told me that what he saw was not too good, that sickle cell is not like he could do something in urgent care because they were going to close at 5 and I went around 1. So his concern was that if he gave me something to go home, it was going to get out of control and that I still was not going to get a solution to my problem. So he immediately said, you need to be admitted to the hospital. So the doctor called the ambulance, and they had an ambulance transport me to the local hospital. Then I believe I was there for maybe 3 to 4 days, and the service was kind of horrible. I hate that hospital. They really don't understand what sickle cell is and how much pain a sickle cell patient endures while having this problem. But anyways, my blood levels were really low for my hemoglobin. I usually have anything above an 8. I'm usually like 9 or 10 on my more healthy days. And when I went into the hospital, my hemoglobin levels were 7.6, and the doctor was like, oh, your levels are pretty good. You really don't need a blood transfusion. She really didn't want to give me a blood transfusion, and usually blood transfusions help with the sickling and they help you get more energy. I feel like it energizes me a little bit more, but they gave me my blood. Almost 24 hours later, I felt a little bit better, and they were giving me IV pain meds as I needed them. And on the last day that I was there, they basically didn't even want to give me IV anymore. They felt that I didn't need IV. They were almost like kicking you out of the hospital, which that's fine. I mean, if you think I'm healthy and I don't need to be there, tell it to my face, you know, tell me what's going on. Don't be kind of sneaky. And you know, they also had me on oxygen, and because my oxygen was 83 in the ambulance ride, so my oxygen was pretty low when your oxygen should be above a 90. So this is the second time I'm at that hospital, and it's so horrible the way that it is. They're uneducated people. I don't know how. I don't know, it just frustrates me. But this could be maybe another video. I'm trying to quickly, you know, summarize. And anyways, you know, they kind of started taking things off, like you don't need this, you don't need this. And at that point, my mom had gone to do something at our house, and I called her, and she told me she talked to the doctor, and the doctor, you know, said that he has seen worse sickle cell patients in a crisis than me, which is kind of absurd because, you know, I am not a frequent flyer. I am not in the hospital every month or every week. So for me to feel so low and make the decision that I need to be in the hospital was a big decision, you know. Health is, you know, first of all, you need to make sure you're healthy, and you need to make sure you're in a safe situation. So for me, I was just very upset that a doctor could tell you that he has seen worse. Of course there's worse. You know, there could be a person with their arm chopped off who may look better, but you know, it's just something, you don't compare apples and oranges. And you know, it's very frustrating. So now, going back, I left the hospital. I felt better, and I decided that, you know what, I don't need to be putting up with doctors who are not, they weren't even my doctors, they were just doctors assigned to a case. So the week after that, I was finally gonna meet my new doctor. So I was gonna wait for that appointment. You know, I continued taking my pain meds at home, and I kept hydrating myself, drinking lots of Gatorade and water and healthy fruits and vegetables, trying to stay as healthy as I can to maybe help with the crisis. So I got to meet my new doctor, and you know, I discussed what had happened, and she told me that, you know, they have ways of testing and seeing if you're really in a crisis, but up to a certain point they can't judge, you know, if this person is sick or not. You know, just to stick with the sickle cell update, I'm still hanging in there, you know, I'm still in a lot of pain, and I'm so busy with school, and you know, I'm trying to not get stressed, because stress can affect sickle cell, and I'm trying to, you know, stay very well hydrated so I don't get any crisis. And tomorrow morning I'm going to be going and getting a blood transfusion because my blood levels are still not good, and they wanted to give me a blood transfusion. My doctor thought that that would be the best, and they may even give me some more IV. So hopefully after I have received this blood transfusion, everything can kind of help and, you know, make me a little bit more healthier and get those blood levels a little higher. So yeah, that's a little bit of my sickle cell update. I don't know if I'll be able to vlog the transfusion. Sometimes it's very hard to vlog in a medical facility because there are other patients and I respect their privacy, and it's kind of hard to bring in a camera. So I do take a lot of pictures on my Facebook and Snapchat and things like that. So if you're interested in following my journey with sickle cell, please check out my Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat for those updates, and I try to be consistent, but sometimes life gets hectic, and when you're feeling sick, social media is the least of your worries. Like I mentioned, it is Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and this is kind of like a little update on how sickle cell has been affecting me this past couple of months. So hopefully you guys were able to enjoy this update. It's, you know, kind of like a chit chat. I'm not really teaching you guys anything. It's just kind of me explaining, you know, how sickle cell affects. I know I release videos that are not sickle cell related, so in some pictures or in some videos I can look completely healthy, and then deep inside I'm feeling like crap. I think that's the end of this video. If you guys have any questions on sickle cell, please leave them down below. I'd love to have a chat with you. And anyways guys, I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and sitting here with me and chit-chatting it up. If you have sickle cell, let me know how you're doing. I like to hear from other people who do have sickle cell because I feel we can all learn from each other. Also, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!